Welcome to the FieldMAP online tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at drawing other features within FieldMAP. Once all of your fields have been drawn, you can choose to add features to those fields. These features can include buildings, creeks, water lines, tree plantations, troughs, or anything else you wish to display on your map. To do this, you can choose to draw things in manually or use a GPS to collect the points and then import them into FieldMAP. If you choose to elect the GPS method, you will need to clear the GPS memory, which is explained in an earlier tutorial, and then go out to the field and collect the relevant waypoints. After downloading the new data from your GPS, you can use the polygon tool to mark out buildings, etc., the polyline tool to show creeks, roads and tracks, etc., and points such as troughs and power poles, etc. Create a new layer for each additional feature of a different type. The layer can be thought of as being the items found on a key on your map. To make a new layer, click New and then select the type of object you wish to use. Today's tip is that you should group your layers to match their type. For example, all the fields should be in one single layer called Fields, all bridges should be in a single layer called Bridges, and all troughs should be in a single layer called Troughs, and so on. Ensuring you're in edit mode and have the layer that you want to draw in highlighted, hit the Add button to start drawing the features. If you are drawing a polyline, click on the tick button at the top of the screen to complete the line. To draw a parallel line with the polyline tool, ensure you have the polyline layer selected and that you are in edit mode, and then click on the Add tool. You should see two buttons appear on your map, the Freeform Parallel Line button and the Fixed Interval Multiple Parallel Line button. Freeform parallel lines allow you to click on a line and drag a parallel line out in place by clicking on the mouse. This is good if you want to snap the parallel line to an existing point but don't know the exact distance that will end up being between the two parallel lines. The Fixed Interval Multiple Parallel Line button lets you set a fixed interval, or multiples of, between parallel lines and place them. Select a button. Then click on the line that you wish to replicate and drag the mouse out to where you would like the new line to sit. If you have chosen a fixed interval, it will prompt you to enter the interval size. After you specify a value, click OK and it will snap to that interval from the original line. You can edit and move your polylines by clicking the Move tool. To rotate a line, select one point and drag. To extend a line on its original axis, hold the Alt key on your keyboard and select each endpoint and drag, making sure you hold the Alt key down as you drag the mouse. To add text, you must create a text layer. Like other layers, click New, then Text. Ensuring you're in edit mode and your new text layer is selected, click Add and then on the position of your map that you wish your text to be displayed. Type your text and then press Enter or click on OK. To move your text around, click the Move tool and move your mouse to the bottom center of your text until the cursor changes, and then click and drag to your desired location. If your text is snapping to a point while you drag it, you can hold down the Control key on your keyboard to disable snapping while you drag. To rotate or scale text, use the Select tool to click on the text or its parent field. You will see in the Properties menu a section labelled Appearance. Underneath, you will see Scale and Rotation. Scale can be set to a value between 0 and 1, and rotation -360 to 360. Play off these values until the orientation of your text is satisfactory. You may notice that when you create a new layer, it is automatically placed at the top of the layer tree. The order of these layers is important. Layers that appear higher on the tree than others will appear in front of them on your map. You can change the order by clicking and dragging to a new position above or below other layers. You can colour an entire layer the same colour or colour individual polygons separately. To change the colour of an entire layer, click the layer in the layer tree so you can see its properties box. Under Colours, click on the display tree and change this to normal and set fill colour to your colour choice. If you want to change the colour of individual polygons in a single layer, click the layer in the layers tree so you can see its properties box. Under Colours, click on the display type and change this to Individual. Then, ensuring you are still in edit mode, click the Select tool and then click on the field you wish to colour. The Properties box for that field should appear, and under the Colours section you can click the Fill Colour swatch and make your colour choice. So now you should know how to draw parallel polylines, add, move and rotate text, change the ordering of layers, and colour your fields. Make sure you hit save when you're finished and you're done.